So what is modern self-service data prep? Essentially, it boils down to allowing business users and analysts to access, clean, blend, and transform data. That's the data prep part. Those are typically the components of doing data prep. So doing that for analysis purposes on their own, and that's the self-service part. So on your own without the need for extensive IT assistance or intervention. So we're doing a lot of things on our own, and because we're the analysts in the self-service environment, and so we wear a lot of hats. We do a lot of things, including data preparation, but it could be governance topics or building the data visualization or data quality. Data prep is just one of those things that we do. What does the modern data prep landscape look like? Well, I want to acknowledge that there's a lot of different places where you do data prep. Data engineers do data prep in their tools. There's dedicated data prep tools, self-service data prep tools like Dataiku, Alteryx, Tableau Prep. That's kind of where we're focusing here. And then you can also do data prep in the data viz tool or that analytics tool that you're using. All of these tools do data prep in some way. Just generally, and I would think of this as like a linear pipeline of data from the source all the way to the end. Maybe that end is a report or data visualization. Just generally, as we move from left to right, there's more data engineers involved doing things like ETL. And as you move to the right, there's more analysts involved making data visualizations and doing light data prep. Generally, more code and less code. And then something we like to call path to production. It's easier to create production pipelines out of the things we make in the tools as you move to the left rather than the right. I'm just going to quickly cover a couple different flavors of this. One is you might be the analyst doing all of your data prep in data viz tool and pulling data from source data. You're doing some amount of data prep here, but sometimes there's a limitation in the tooling that we have in the data visualization tool. So we ask the data engineers to fix the data upstream for us. There's also another method, and this is the one we'll kind of be gravitating around here, is that you can also insert a self-service data prep tool in the middle of this. So you as the analyst are also doing data prep yourself. And so you're not asking that data engineers to do that for you. You can just do that on your own, and you're building the logic to clean the data that then gets passed into the data visualization tool. Some of these data visualization tools, the dedicated self-service ones that I just mentioned, just want to quickly go through the value of them. If you haven't messed with one before, I think the first time you do it, and once you understand it, it'll be hard to put down because they really save us a lot of time and effort, and they're usually pretty intuitive to use. But what this provides to us is faster time to delivery of clean data. You're not relying on a data engineer to build some upstream process to clean the data for you. You're just doing it yourself as the business user. You understand the logic. You're closer to the business. You can just do it yourself, right? And you're perfectly capable of doing data things. So this is the place that you're doing it. It's very visual. It's intuitive, and therefore it's accessible. You're not writing code, or you don't have to write code to use these tools. So they're used by non-engineers or non-coders. Analysts use them, business users, in some cases data scientists will even use them, and also data engineers will use these as well as looking at them as prototyping tools, or I've seen data engineers use these to build out data processes. And they're great places to check for data quality. They have good profiling going on, and I'll show a quick example of that. And then you can, once you build the thing, you've already built the thing. You don't have to build it again. And so when there's updated data that you need to run through your process, you just press run again, or you schedule the thing somewhere else, and it's automatically running again and again. So you don't have to repeat yourself. That's one of the biggest values of these tools. They typically look pretty similar. They're visual, they're drag and drop. You drag tools from somewhere else in the tool and put them on this blank canvas. And yeah, they're visual, linear. There's an input step usually where you're bringing the data, and then you can just think of it as a nice pipeline that you're building, a data pipeline, and then you output data at the end. These are 3 different tools. There's a lot, again, there's a lot of them out there. These are just 3 different ones, and you can tell that they roughly are doing the same thing. Where this is the same pipeline I've built out in all 3 of these tools. And you can tell they look pretty similar.